Are you gonna cling? Because we had a fight.
It's gonna cling.
All right.
Oy vey.
So today, we are gonna put together lentil-based meatballs.
We realized we have to do something for the vegetarians out there.
We don't really have to because whatever, people are
also
crazy. But these happen to be delicious, so we're gonna make them anyway, whether you eat meat or not. First step is we pre-cooked some lentils, and I learned the hard way the last time that we made this, because this recipe calls for 2 cups of lentils. So I put 2 cups of raw lentils into my pot and cooked them, and didn't realize that 2 cups of raw lentils yields like 5 cups of cooked lentils. So today I learned my lesson.
Yeah, but it didn't go to waste because I made lentil burgers out
That's
of it.
true. So this is about 3/4 of a cup of raw lentils cooked, which then yields 2 cups. And that's gonna go into Jayne's Fugazi food processor.
It's not a Fugazi. Here's the thing. This is an old food processor I've had for years. But I tried getting other ones and I just don't like the way they work. I haven't found one that I like. This one's the best.
All right,
I mean, there's nothing wrong
whatever.
with it.
It's ancient.
You're ancient and I still keep you around.
We're gonna blend them up.
And it doesn't take long. Chop, chop, chop.
Okay, so you're gonna take your lentil paste, basically, and you put it into your bowl.
It almost looks like hummus. Okay, you do that. Very bland.
Well, it's just plain lentils. So we're gonna take a clove of garlic. We're gonna chop it up.
You're gonna release the flavors.
While I'm cutting up the garlic, those eggs are supposed to be lightly beaten before you crack them.
Okay, I'll
So maybe put them in a bowl first. Whenever I cut garlic, my finger, I do this, and I assure you my hands are clean, but I do this, and then my finger smells like garlic for about 2 days, no matter how much I wash it.
They say to use, I think, lemon or coffee grinds, I read.
I know, but I kind of like it. And that's gonna go into your,
Magic jar, the magic jar.
gonna go into your mix. You can put the eggs in, Jayne. 2 eggs, lightly beaten. And Jayne is gonna post the actual recipe someplace over here, wherever that is.
No, that's the card for like other things. Like if someone wants to see something else. In the description box, that's below. The description box is below. There's a card that goes in and you can just I'll insert one here, by the way. I'll put some other video that we did. And that's what goes in the card. And then there's end screens at the end.
We're gonna chop up some fresh parsley. Fresh parsley is so...
It smells so good.
Looks so
Smells
nice.
so refreshing. I'm so hungry too. I can't wait to eat your balls.
Nice parsley. Then Jayne, you could throw that in there. This is panko breadcrumbs, but you could use regular or whole wheat. No, it goes in there.
I was showing you.
Let's go get it, pour it
I
on
have
there.
a secondary camera.
There's also grated parmesan cheese mixed in with the panko. That goes in.
Panko gives it a nice consistency.
Then we're gonna add a little bit of spice. So you've got salt and pepper,
Ooh,
you have
smells
thyme,
good.
and you've got some crushed up fennel seed in there.
Oh, fennel, yeah, it gives it that
That
like
goes in.
sausagey kind of flavor.
And then finally, the last ingredient that goes into the mix is some ricotta cheese, or ricotta, as they like to say in The Sopranos. So you put in about 3/4 of a cup of ricotta cheese. And now, because I'm technically the chef of this operation, Jayne will do the dirty work and mix all of that together.
Can you give me that spoon? Because I licked that one. And unlike you, I like to be a little clean with you. You are a double dipper. He does, he double dips. Ooh, look at that.
Mix it up nice. You gotta get in there. You gotta.
I'm getting in there. How much more can I get in there? He asks me to do it, and then I'm not doing it right.
She's doing it great.
Sound familiar?
She's doing a great job.
I know you ladies understand what I'm talking about, all right? Just nod your head. You probably watch on your computer and you're nodding your head.
How's it feel consistency-wise?
It feels good. It feels like it'll roll nice. It feels a little too wet. But you know what I mean.
You can add a little breadcrumbs.
You think so?
Well, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna roll one. Okay, so then you have a pan with my nemesis parchment paper, but
why didn't you do the butter trick?
We didn't need it. So then you're gonna take.
You could do spray too.
These are too wet. We need more.
Yeah,
breadcrumbs.
you need more breadcrumbs. Go get breadcrumbs.
Yeah. You know, it's a inexact science. Cooking. You know, you do it by feel. You feel your way around. Keep going.
How much breadcrumb did you use originally? Because we'll have to double it.
Nah, not. Well, I gotta stir, honey. Maybe you have to move over a little bit. Still a little bit loose.
You want more?
Need a little more breadcrumb. I know this is a very professional operation where we.
Oh, but we're doing. You know, we learn a little bit too.
It's possible I used a little bit too much of the ricotta cheese.
Yeah, it looks like a lot. How much was it? Did it say to use?
3/4 of a cup. I think I might have put a cup.
That was definitely more than 3/4. That looked like a cup and a
I can never have too much ricotta cheese.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, these are perfect.
Yeah.
And you're going to make, meatballs out of them. And you know what I did forget to do, Jayne, which is my little trick, is put the olive oil on my hands.
Right. You want me to get you some?
It's a little late. Okay. Yeah, give me the olive oil. Because the olive oil on the hand keeps this from happening. Good. And it also gives you a nice little, it's very dramatic. The lean back.
Those are big balls.
They are big balls. These are going to go into a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And
I saw it when you wrote down everything. It said to turn it halfway through.
Yeah, at some point, about halfway, we're gonna.
This way it browns nice.
We're gonna flip them.
Are we gonna do the broil in the last?
Maybe. We always like to broil.
You know, that's what we do. That should be our tagline. We like to broil.
House of broil.
Broil and turmoil.
Now, the last time Jayne and I made these, I put them into.
I cut his hair, so I just saw some.
Make it nice.
No, I'm gonna make it terrible.
Just for everybody that's watching, these are the same scissors that cut the dingleberries off of Sammy's back fur. Just a heads up, in case anybody's interested on how my life is going.
You know, I don't have to do this.
Just, I need it. I need it. Ow! Why are you gonna rake it across my ear for?
I didn't break it.
10 minutes later.
I made a little red sauce and I made a little spaghetti, and we made like a little spaghetti and meatballs with these, even though they're not meatballs, and it was good. But tonight, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a little bit of a lemon pesto.
Which I'm surprised, because you don't usually care for pesto.
I don't really care for pesto, but I am gonna have it with this, and we're gonna put it with a little bit of couscous. And Jayne has made pesto from scratch before, and it's delicious. But she has also found that, believe it or not, the Costco
Kirkland brand.
Kirkland.
Oh, I thought you had it out.
No, the Kirkland brand.
It's very good, and it's inexpensive. I think it was like $5 for that big thing,
Something
$6,
like that.
and it's this big jar of it. I'll insert a picture here. It's delicious, and I've tried all the jarred ones. I mean, I usually make it from scratch. It's really not that hard. Maybe I'll film a little video of that. Got a fast one on Instagram, which, by the way, follow me on Instagram.
Okay, so this makes about 9 fairly decent sized balls, and that's it. It's going to go in a 400-degree oven for about 15 to 20 minutes.
Can I try that with the egg? Is that all right?
I mean, I guess you could. All right, we'll be back.
Editing Jayne here, and while the lentil meatballs are cooking, I wanted to share with you my banana bread recipe. Yes, I made banana bread like everybody else in quarantine. This is what I used. This is how it came out of the oven. And this is what it looked like when we sliced into that heavenly smelling baby. It went pretty well with my Dalgona coffee that I tried to make like everybody else, but it seems like it came out more like a latte, but it was still delicious. Okay, back to the lentil meatballs.
Ooh, so we're here to try it. Look at the beautiful plate.
Get the finished product.
Hold it closer so they can
I
see.
can't because it's sliding.
That pesto. That's delicious. And that lemon and the pesto,
That's really good.
it's really good. And you usually like stuff with meat, so
It is good.
definitely try this. Recipe in the description box below. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those fun things. And again, if you want us to make something else, please let us know in the comments below.
Okay.
Now, I want to sit down and eat it. Bye, folks.
That's really good.
I know.